the way I look at it, a lawyer's role is to facilitate a transaction. The lawyer's role is to obviously guide their clients, whether it's promoter or investor, that how can you achieve the commercial objective that you guys have agreed amongst yourselves? What are the protections that you should be seeking? The role is simply to facilitate, protect your clients, and be pragmatic in the approach. What unfortunately happens when there are lawyers on both the sides of the table. Honestly, it's not a war between two lawyers. Sometimes I wonder why do people look at it that it will always be very contentious. It will always be very argumentative. Sometimes I fail to understand because actually it should not be. I have had experience. I have had occasions to work with several law firms, lawyers, where we have not had this kind of argument. I have had experience, I have had occasions to work with several law firms, lawyers, where we have not had this kind of argumentative arguments or negotiations. It is pretty smooth because what is important is that a promoter and the investor are doing a commercial deal. And what the lawyer should explain to the respective clients, and they should also tell each other when they meet for negotiations, is that this is how your clients are protected, this is how our clients are protected, and this is how we execute a commercial understanding that the clients have reached. Unfortunately, sometimes it so happens that some sort of unnecessary arguments come into the negotiating table, and I think it's all about attitude, Ash. So it is so long as the lawyer understands that the role is really to facilitate and give the advice to your clients on what are the best ways to protect yourself. It's not about attacking the promoter or promoter attacking the investor, because it is very critical, important to understand that after the investment, the investors and promoter are going to be the same side of the table, and they are going to do the business together. And it is in investors' interest also that the promoter is happy, and and he's given the freedom that he ought to have to capitalize the business, to run the business. Because if you try and take that freedom away from promoter, the promoter is not going to, in the process, the promoter is not express himself, which will affect your revenues, which is not what any investor would want. So, so the first point is lawyer's role is to really facilitate, and I think it is important that a lot of lawyers should see this picture that it's all a transaction. They are all going to be the same side of the table, and it's really not a war, honestly. It is simply, there are certain aspects that promoters are sensitive about, there are certain aspects that the investor is sensitive about. And I think it's just understanding each other's position and respecting it at the end of the day, instead of, having some sort of a battle, a legal battle, if I may say that. So that is what the lawyer's role.